A rather strange rescue, counsel in an acid bath, and secrets revealed.
I'm Bomber.
And I'm Chris.
And you are about to listen to This Week in Sedgefield. Just answering an urgent message.
Oh, that's all right.
Are we live? Oh no!
Potentially. Yeah. Anything else you want to say that that might be recorded?
Taken down and used against me in a court of law?
Yeah, we're maybe not recording. What are all those flashing lights, you might ask? Well, those are just lights that show you that we're not recording.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, there we go.
It's nearly the end of August.
It
and
is.
I'm a little bit cross with a few people in town.
Are you?
I am.
Tell me more.
I'm a bit disappointed with them because we had a week of glorious spring weather. Right?
We did.
That's
indeed.
not their fault. And I don't blame them for that.
All.
But then there were so many kind of mentions of, we're out of winter now. And when somebody gives you a little bit of hope and then that hope is just swiped away.
Absolutely. By icy winds and wind and rain and
that's it.
Cold weather.
It was just blown away. So I'm feeling a little bit like I've lost a bit of hope.
Yes, yeah. And that mink coat that you have to wear in your studio is sorry, faux mink coat.
Thank you.
Faux mink.
Yes,
faux mink.
Not
real mink. No minks were harmed during the recording of this.
No, that's right.
podcast.
Yeah. They were all murdered for making the coat though. There were those faux minks. It's a breed of them. Anyway. Very PC.
Absolutely.
Thanks. I'm feeling a lot better.
How are you, Chris?
Man, I'm all right. I'm doing all well. Hey, you all right?
Good. Very good. Thank you.
Good.
Very good. All
okay,
good.
we got that out the way.
We have indeed.
Let's do a bit of revealing.
Okay.
With the mink coat. A bit of revealing. So our first thing to reveal for this week is how we had some sounds that were made over the past 2 weeks that sounded like this. And like this. And those, there were a bunch of really good guesses for those, but that is all from a skateboard.
Oh, a skateboard.
Mm-hmm. That's right, a skateboard.
Man.
So the first one is the skateboard dropping.
Yes.
And the second one is the skateboard wheel.
The skateboard wheel rolling. That
yes, exactly, that one. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the big reveal. Well done.
Did anybody get it?
No.
No free cups of coffee for
anyone. No, not even one, huh?
Okay.
I think we need to grow some better listeners.
We do, yes.
Yeah. Our listeners need to get better listeners. We got somewhere where you can listen in, and it's This Week in Sedgefield.
Okay, there we go.
Very good. But we've also got the cryptic clue, which was something along the lines of Mother
take a pew, and
give me.
That's it. Give me directions.
Yes. And what is that? What's the answer?
The answer to that. Okay, let me explain. It's Masitandani.
So
okay, mother.
How do you get to that? Yeah, mother.
Mother is ma.
Ma.
Take a pew. Sit. Give me hand.
And then
a direction.
Northeast.
A northeast.
A northeast. N-E.
A northeast.
Oh, very, very good.
So Masitandani. That's what cryptic clues are all about.
Yeah, that's cool. And
only one person got that right, and it was me, and I was the one that did the clues. So.
I didn't even get it right, and I watched you do it.
Okay.
That's how challenging I find these things. Oh, but that was a cool one. I really, really enjoyed that one. If
we'll have to think of another one soon.
There we go. Or if we hear of any in the comments, or if you want to send us one in a voice note, if you've got a cryptic clue, it has to be something to do with Sedgefield. Something to do with Sedgefield, something to do with our town. If you've got a cryptic clue for us and for the rest of the listeners, you can send that to guess.
Yeah.
You can either send that in a voice note to
072-516-4701.
There we go. Or you can drop it in the comments of this video if you are listening on YouTube. If you're on another platform, maybe Podcast Addict or Spotify or whatever, you should be able to drop a comment. Otherwise, just send us a message or let us know. But we've had a bunch of really cool comments that have come in from the last episode.
I must say, if you are on a platform, be careful of the trains. Get off your phone. Look out for the trains.
Yeah. Well, not on the Sage platform, right?
Oh, no, that's true.
That's a bit closed
trains.
up.
Yeah.
That would be cool. I mean, this is a complete aside. But I feel like that there's such cool potential for really awesome things around those platforms, like plays and theatre productions.
They did Midsummer Night's Dream there a few years ago.
Brilliant!
Wow,
that must have been
huge
cool.
cast. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Our sort of local theatre director, Melanie Baumeister, put a huge cast together. I wasn't in it because I wasn't huge. And they oh wow, what a memorable show. I don't know the numbers, but I think there was probably 30 odd people.
Whoa.
They weren't all odd, but 30 people in the cast. It was big. It was great.
That sounds fantastic.
Really,
I would love to see that.
Yeah, I think we should get them to do something similar.
Yeah, do again.
Yeah.
No, that'll be very, very cool. Yeah. So great to hear that. And it's been great to hear from you guys in the comments from the melodrama, which is coming up soon. They dropped a comment and said that they enjoyed it. Thank you. And looking forward to seeing what happens with the melodrama.
Yeah, coming up soon. Yeah.
That's it. You're emceeing it.
I'm emceeing it. Tickets are on sale at that Pimp My Unicorn.
Feels awkward saying it every time.
The last night is sold out.
Oh, yeah?
I think the nights that it's opening is, I think it's Tuesday night, Thursday and Friday of next week. And then the following week is also Tuesday, Thursday and Friday.
Whoa, that is...
But Friday, I believe, is sold out.
Okay.
So get yourself a table together. You don't have to bring an actual table, but you got to bring enough friends to sit around the table.
Got those, yeah.
And get some tickets and bring some food and something to drink and enjoy the show.
It is. It's a really kind of joyful occasion.
It is.
It's very, just very happy vibes. Very, very cool. Dig that. Thanks also to Saskia saying that she really enjoyed Shakespeare. When you guys put that on, and she's looking forward to the next one. Tammy saying she loves the different accents.
Oh, sacre bleu.
Yeah.
Cul-de-sac, à la carte.
I didn't know you were Spanish. That's amazing how you just whoop it up. I think there's still something very cool that we could do with that in terms of an audio drama.
Let's do that.
I've got grand plans on that. And thank you. I think it was Ben who was just really excited about the skate park and a skate park kind of... if a skate park came up, he dropped this in the comments saying, skate park!
We were talking about things that would do well for Sedgefield, weren't we?
And that's really awesome.
Skate park would be great.
And what's very cool to hear from, I think it's Cassidy. Yeah, Cassidy at Stoned Oxygen.
Yeah.
She was saying that, they got skateboards. They got really cool skateboards, great shirts, great, really, really cool stuff. But they want to, between them and Kahunas and a few of the guys around there to close off a section of the street there and have a kind of mini skate park experience competition, bring in a rail.
Not full time, but just for a day.
That's it. Yeah, I think
wonderful.
I think she said 22nd of September. We'll very much update you, and I'm sure you'll read about it in the Edge.
Yes,
kind of as it goes.
We'll find out more. Yeah,
but that's really, really cool.
That'll be very cool fun. Yeah.
And one last comment that we want to throw in there. Francois says, Spook Hill. Never heard of it. So we spoke about Spook Hill and how someone was running up Spook Hill, which is just by Maioli Beach.
And they heard someone breathing behind them. Heavy breathing.
Yeah. I think it's echoes from kind of the valley that it's in.
It could
but either way, I prefer the first story. It's just a lot funner. But it doesn't, it seems like that's not the only spooky sound that came about.
Yeah, we do, and this leads quite coincidentally.
Whoa, amazing.
To one of the stories in this week's paper.
Yeah.
Cut to creepy music. So late at night, a couple of weeks back, a Sedgefielder, well, he lives just outside Sedgefield.
It counts.
His name is Arend. Nivenhouten.
Yes.
Nivenhout. Nieuwhuis.
Nieuwhuis.
Yeah, Nieuwhuis or something. Yeah. Anyway, he I think he's Dutch Master Builders. Or something like that.
Yeah, they've done a bunch of things around town. Yeah.
So anyway, he lives just I think 300 odd meters up from the Karatra Weir.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you cross over the weir,
the
weird.
So
he had a weird experience near the weir. Well, quite far from the weir, actually. Yeah. So early in the morning, 4:30 in the morning or so, he hears a noise and he thinks it's people somewhere on the road, drunk and disorderly.
Yes.
Because there's lots of wailing and that sort of thing. Anyway, he gets up and he goes outside And then he thinks, well, this actually doesn't sound like a drunk person. It sounds like a woman's voice and a distressed woman's voice.
Whoa.
Not distressed as in her dress has been no, unhappy.
Good to clarify on that matter anyway. Yeah. Yes.
So he goes further down the garden, crosses the road. He owns land on the other side of the road as well, towards the edge of the water.
Yes.
And he still hears this voice, but it's like quite far away, and it's saying, "Help me!"
Whoa.
Probably a bit less manly than that.
No, that was the right amount of manly, I think.
So he shouts in his Dutch accent of, "Where are you?
Are you dressed?"
And the answer is, I'm here in the water, which really, really lends itself to one of the goons.
Yes.
You've fallen in the water.
Yes.
We had to use it.
So
Anyway,
great. I've been excited for that one.
Long story short, or short story long, he and his son get into
Gideon.
Gideon.
Yeah.
Get into little one-man canoes, and they paddle out there calling for her.
Yeah.
And they find her like so far out into he said in the middle of the Rechtervlei, in a clump of reeds.
Goodness.
Yeah. So they don't know how she got there. She was battered and bruised and a little bit bleeding, but not badly injured, but very, 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 very cold.
Yeah.
So they put her on the boat, put a life jacket on her, safety first.
Yes.
And they paddle her back, and it took a while. So it wasn't like a quick 20-meter paddle.
Not walking out to her.
Yeah.
You're not. Whoa.
So they had called the fire brigade and the ambulance and what have you, and a paramedic guy, a first responder guy came and helped out as well. And they checked her, and she was fine. She was a bit battered and bruised, but they checked her over. No broken bones, nothing like that. And so him and his wife took her to their house and gave her a hot cup of tea, hot water bottle, blanket, and what have you. And then they took her home. And then, I don't know if it was on the way home or I think it was when they went to fetch his wife's car. His wife had parked her car on the corner so that the fire station would know where to turn.
Okay, yes.
They went to fetch the car, and then they saw this lady's car. Oh, she had said to them, sorry, that's the part I missed out. She had said to them she'd had a car accident. How do you end up in the middle of the water?
Yeah.
So they found her car just near the weir. Near the weir. On its roof.
On its roof?
On its roof.
Whoa.
Yeah. Doors wouldn't open, but the back window was out.
Whoa.
So they can only presume that somehow, disorientated by the accident.
Yes. Yeah.
She had climbed out the back window, wandered into the water.
Yeah, being quite confused at that point.
Yeah, and walked and swam and walked or waded or I don't know.
Hold on, this isn't my home.
Yes.
I didn't plant that there.
Let the days go by and the water flow in. Yeah,
wow.
Bizarre.
That is absolutely wild.
It really felt like a long way that they had to paddle.
So she must have swum.
She must have swum, yeah. And then ended up in the reeds. Or, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But she's fine.
Wild.
They took her home and she's fine. And he actually towed her car back to her house, I think the following day. Really nice guy. Yeah.
No, they
neighborly thing to do.
No, they are. Lovely family. Very, very
someone
cool.
in a lake.
Yes.
You help them.
Of course, as one does.
As one does. But what a bizarre story.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Oh, that is wild. Yeah. So good to hear that they were there to help.
Yes, yeah.
And that help happened. And we,
absolutely.
I would say generally quite a helpful bunch. Sedgephilians. Not Sedgephilians. My favorite one now from Steve.
Yes.
Steve's one is not just Sedgephilians or Sedgefields or whatever. It's Sedgetables.
Sedgetables. Oh, that's great. I like that. Sedgetables. We called a lot of things Sedgephilian, Sagittarians, which is a little bit horoscopish.
Yeah.
But Sedgefarians, if you've got some dreads.
There we go. Yeah.
And Sedge What did you say?
Vegetables. Because we're a healthy lot as well.
Yes. And if the conspiracy theories of us actually not being human but being reptiles from space,
you're not supposed to speak about that. Oh, sextillions.
Yes, sextillions.
I love that. Okay, so generally quite a helpful bunch.
Yeah.
And that leads us on to our In a Minute.
Oh, In a Minute.
We've got an In a Minute.
Okay. So, the In a Minute comes from the Prop 1.
Prop 1, yes.
Prop 1.
Mm-hmm.
They're a property sales people, estate agents, one would call them.
There we go. One might be inclined to.
And the story goes that they... For Nelson Mandela Day, they wanted to raise a bit of money for soup kitchens. And so they basically put the word out that they were the drop-off point if people wanted to donate for soup kitchens and whatever.
Yes.
Anyway, they got such an overwhelming response.
That's good to hear.
And a lot of the people said to them, we don't want to just do this once. We want to carry on doing this. So they are going to carry on using their office as a drop-off place.
Oh, that's brilliant. Point,
and then pass on whatever's dropped off
to those in need.
For those who need it. Yeah. So here's their story in a minute.
Good morning to all from Prop 1, we say, with gratitude in our hearts for the role you all play. Mandela Day came, and with it your care, in the meals you provided, in the love you did share. For those who still wish to give, hear our call. The Prop 1 office welcomes donations big or small. For the soup kitchens in Sedgefield, where warmth is spread, and the children's books, where imaginations are fed. So thank you, dear friends, for all that you've done. In this journey of kindness, we've only begun. Together we'll continue with hearts open wide to lift up our community with love as our guide.
Very good. Do you think she realized that it all rhymed?
Oh,
Do you think it was by accident? Because that's pretty amazing.
It was quite a coincidence, that rhyme thing. Yeah, I think she had a Cat in the Hat book on her desk.
Must have been.
That's what kept. But very good. Well done, guys.
Very cool. Like that a lot. We like it when people look out for each other in our town. Just like we have in our municipality, in the council. Right?
In the council, yes, they all look out for one another. Because I've often heard them shout, "Look out!" when something flies across the council
very good,
room.
yes.
Yeah.
Shoes and cuss words and expletives and all of these. The cook is happening.
Okay, so on Monday this
19th.
week, Monday the 19th,
Yeah.
So the DA, what would he be called? He would be called the Member of Parliament for the Knysna area.
And the one who brings the biscuits.
Member of Parliament for the Knysna. He brings the biscuits.
He brings the biscuits. I think that's his DA role, yeah.
Oh, I thought he took the biscuit. Anyway, his name is...
Mulchise?
No.
That's the ANC
Ryan
spokesman.
Smith. Ryan Smith is the man's name.
Oh, I've seen his name on the DA press releases.
Yes, yeah. So Ryan Smith sent out a press release, and they're basically saying the DA is putting all their cards on the table. They are saying this council's not working.
Yeah.
Let's dissolve it. I don't know that involves an acid bath or anything like that. I think it just means they all give up their jobs.
Fair enough.
I did ask about the acid bath thing, but they said none of that.
None of that. None that's being reported.
Yeah.
They won't stream it. Yeah.
So their suggestion is what they are calling for, and it's a proposal they've put on the table. So what would one call it?
A tabled proposal.
A tabled proposal.
That's the official term. It's very technical.
Yes. Okay. That all of the councillors, all 21, I think there are, basically terminate their jobs, and then we have more elections, more local elections.
Easy.
Yeah.
So,
in other words, this council's not working. Let's call for elections.
Push the reset button.
And push the reset button. Which kind of, it's a noble thing to do. Because you are all giving up your jobs.
Yeah.
But...
You say they put all their cards on the table, but they don't have that many cards. a lot of the things that they're trying to push through, that the DA is trying to push through.
You've got, look, for this to be passed, they have to have, I think, two votes from the opposition coalition.
Yeah.
There we're talking about rhyming.
Yeah.
The opposition coalition,
Yeah.
which is the PBI, plus look up something.
BI, plus look up BI, yeah.
The PA, the Patriotic Alliance, and the EFF, EFF, Mr. Lowe from the EFF, and then all the ANC councillors. I think there's 7 of them.
African National Congress, we got that one. No politics.
At least 2 of them have to vote with the DA.
Yeah.
And those 2 will basically be saying, we agree that we want to give up our jobs, which we might not get back after the elections.
Yeah.
Now, I have a theory.
Ooh, okay.
Which I did mention in the paper.
Oh, cool. I haven't read it in the paper yet.
When we had our regional, our national elections earlier this year,
yes,
they count the votes for each area.
Yes.
And in Knysna, 50.8% voted for DA.
Whoa, that is...
So that's more than the halfway mark.
Very close.
50.8 voted for the DA. So the others parties, the ANC, the PBI, the PA, and they shared
the rest.
The 49.2.
Whoa.
So if it went according to that vote, then the DA would be in a very strong position.
That's why they waited. I see it. Yeah, I see it.
So, but when you're voting national and you're voting local, it's 2 different sets of people. The local, the people. It might make you want to vote for them more, but it might make you want to vote for them less.
Yep.
Anyway, they've proposed this. They would like that to happen, and they believe that this quite strongly, that this is something that should happen.
Yes.
They're basically saying, we're all in. Put all your money on the table. Let's do this. Let's call it.
I wonder if it's also trying to kind of push Anton Bredell, our provincial dude, official title, to kind of say, okay, we'll take some more steps. Maybe this is one of the next steps for that, before being put under administration.
And well, it's actually a step after administration, as far as I know, but it isn't part of administration.
No, it's I remember we spoke about it. Yeah, you'd done the great research on that.
Yeah. So we also, because we do like to give both sides the chance to talk, so we got hold of the ANC regional spokesperson. His name is Moyisi.
Moyisi, that's it.
Magalela. I think it's Magalela or Magalela. I'm not sure. I should have checked on the pronunciation. Anyway, he said it's a load of rubbish, really. He poo-pooed the idea. Yeah. He basically
that's the official political term.
And he also has a point. He did say, look, we had elections 2 years ago, local elections.
Yep.
No single party was given the absolute majority. You, as in the DA, formed a coalition with some people, and that didn't work.
And there were people like jumping ship from that.
So that party has joined our coalition, and we are now in power. So what he said is they don't understand how a democracy works. We are in power now. We were voted. Our coalition had enough votes to be in power. So wait until next elections, which is 2026. So
it's a while
he does
to
have
wait.
a point. He said he calls them desperate, and he says, really, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
But we don't know until the votes happen.
That's we don't know.
One would hope it would be a secret ballot. I don't know. I don't know how you make something a secret ballot.
Yeah.
Because
I wonder.
Clearly, if it's a hands up, which most of their votes go on.
Yes.
If it's a hands up situation, then if that lonely little ANC hand goes up next to the DA one.
Oh boy. There's big trouble there.
Heads will roll.
Yeah.
But maybe they can get the PA or the PBI on board.
Yeah, but there have been a bunch of the votes. We've seen it play out in the municipal votes for things like I think it was the budget was the last one that comes to mind, where it was exactly split along those kind of coalition lines.
99% of them are.
It was a matter of 2 votes, always just 2 votes, and that's how things are kind of getting passed.
Yeah.
Which man, it doesn't sit right. It doesn't feel right. It feels like we could do better. The GNU has shown us that we can do better.
That's it.
Thank you, GNU. Come on.
Just occasionally, if once in a while they voted with the other side.
Yes.
So they've thought about something deep and hard, and sometimes there's something like, hang on, the person we're voting for to go into this position has been caught. This happened in a meeting today. Has actually been accused of wrongdoing in a previous municipality. I'm not going to vote for that person to be given that position. So just once or twice, just do that so that we think you're thinking. Because the coalition rules, I suppose the agreement is whatever happens, we'll vote for you.
That's it. Yeah.
It's crazy. No, it's totally crazy.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
And that's why we're seeing
we can clearly see it hasn't worked. They've got no money left. So it would be nice if a grown-up walked in there and banged their heads together. My dad always used to say that. Shut up or I'll bang your heads together. But maybe not bang their heads together, but just said to them, look, come on.
Yeah.
Pull yourself together. Stop arguing and get the job done.
Yeah, we spoke very briefly, and I haven't looked more into it yet, but of ways that you can actually apply to go and as a citizen, as a ratepayer, to go in and get on that soapbox and actually just speak to them. And I don't know if that would make a difference. But I feel like it would. Hearing from the citizens, hearing appreciation for those who are tirelessly working so hard at this, just being so snowed under by, I'm going off on it now already. But just work together, guys.
Yeah, go away on a retreat and build bridges together and
rub each other's backs.
Yes. Yeah, make each other a cup of coffee, for goodness sake.
Can you imagine? Yeah. Imagine if that was just a small thing like that. Just look for another way to serve somebody on the other side and realize that they're not on the other side. You're on the same flipping team.
Yes.
My word.
Hang on a minute. We pause for this break while we go and bang our heads on a wall.
There you go. Feel much better.
Right. Okay. Moving along to much happier things.
Yeah. Did you know I was not on the SR&RA, the SR&RA? I wasn't
you
part
weren't
of it.
The SRR?
No, I wasn't. It's actually super easy to join up on the. We dropped the link.
We are talking about the Sedgefield ridiculous rambling.
Good catch on the ambulance. I might have gone somewhere else.
Okay. The Sedgefield Ratepayers and Residents Association.
That's the one, yes.
That's the one you joined.
Yeah, finally joined up. I felt quite guilty about not joining up. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll start the process. Maybe it's kind of difficult. But you look at the website, very easy. Download a form from there, fill it out, EFT or pay in cash, whatever. I've got my loyalty card already.
Yeah, tell me, what does that, what happens with the loyalty card again?
So I've got it here in my wallet, but it lists on the...
He's showing it to the microphone as we speak.
No, that's a pen. Look.
Okay, sorry.
Wrong glasses, bud. So then you get discounts at a few places.
Oh, wow.
So it was Deo Gracia was one. You get, I think, a 5% discount on that.
Nice.
And there wasn't a very long list of businesses. And I think it would be cool to have a longer list of businesses. I want to chat. I haven't spoken to Andy and them about it, but I want to see if I can put my business on there. And I think you can.
You can.
Because that's a really cool thing to contribute to hear about. People looking out for people, which I dig.
Yeah, it's very cool, and they do work so hard for us. The Sedgefield Ratepayers and Residents Association. They've got their hands full. There's so many issues, and we can take on the municipality till we're blue in the face.
Yeah.
But they provide that crowd forum,
so
that we can all get behind one sensible person, dare I say, grown up.
Yeah.
Who will stand there and talk. The talk, and
be able to have it backed by a community who, being able to give that feedback, a platform for that. It's great, and it's what we're going to need, especially as the spatula plan, the spatial development plan, and all of that. I mean, there will be ties in there, but just being able to plan our town well and navigate the changes and things that are coming.
We know they're coming.
It's going to happen. But yeah,
it's great.
So it's very cool to be joined up to that. Interesting to see what's
what's the website again?
srra.online.
.online.
Yeah, I'll drop it in the description again, nice and easy, and then you can join there.
Yeah.
And then you can also nominate for Celebrate Sedgefield.
Oh yes.
That's what that link was.
That's the thing we spoke about last time as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Just a quick thing to nominate a business that. Or a person that's going that extra mile. Go and look on the website. We don't want to do the whole description again because we did last time. But look on the website. It's a very good, worthwhile thing.
Yeah, and there's more info in this edition of the Edge.
Yes, there
for
is.
The categories.
Yeah.
That was actually good. It was spaced out quite nicely for that. The categories. And then we've also got. I'm just going to jump straight onto this one, but the Anything That Floats is coming up. And what I didn't realize is that this is organized for Masitandani, but by the Edge. This is you guys putting it on, right?
Yeah. Okay, quick background. So it used to be run by a good friend of mine called Cornell.
Yeah.
And then Cornell, his work, and he used to do it in aid of... charity as well.
Yes.
But then work took over for him. He couldn't work on a Saturday morning, which is when the event's held. So he couldn't be there on a Saturday morning. But also he couldn't organize things. He was so busy at work.
And it takes a lot.
The Edge had entered the first. I think I think it was the third where he had to fall away. So the Edge had entered each year, and we'd loved it so much. So when he said, "Well, guys, sorry, we're going to have to cancel next year."
No way.
We put up our hands. No. And I'm
not over my
dead
newspaper.
and I'm. You know that I don't know if there's a word for a really good organizer. Anyway, I'm the opposite.
Fair enough.
I'm a really bad organizer. I'm sure there's not a word for that. I'm so bad at organizing things. So it is a bit last minute, but it always comes off well because not because of the organizing people at all. It comes off well because of the people who take part.
Yeah.
Because they come from miles around, they enter floats, and off they go. And it's such good fun.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
So the Edge is very proud to have their name attached to it.
Yeah.
But it really is for Masitandani. And it's.
And you know who I think is going to win?
Who?
The Dutch master builders.
Yes. Yes, no, absolutely.
They've got it.
They've got it sus. They can win it at night if you want.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And before we go, we just wanted to let you know that if you have any subjects, anything that you're interested in around Sedgefield, maybe it's finding out about the mosaics, about why the river mouth is open or closed, any of the history, anything like that, the sectioning of it, please do drop us in either a voice note, drop in the comments, any questions, any comments, anything that you got, please do let us know. We love having this discussion, and we're, I think, both strong believers in the power of discussion and that it will actually lead to some change.
To something, absolutely.
We just got to get better at listening as well.
Times. Yeah, we got to get better. Clean out our ears or something.
Yes. Just like what you said about the elephant, that thing. That was what you, I don't know.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Sorry, with a melon.
Yeah.
With a melon, I had one for breakfast and my back wheels fell off.
Oh, brilliant. Yes, no, I'm driving there next Tuesday.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay.
Hope you all have a great week.
Absolutely.